Hi, my name's Robert, and today I'm doing a quick walkthrough video of our 1993 Bounder that we're looking to sell. My wife and I purchased it to take our kiddo on an epic cross-country road trip. It was fantastic. We went from New Mexico to New York, all the way down to Florida, and then back. Had a time of our lives, but it's just a little bit more RV than we need, and yeah, doesn't really suit our purposes so much. But it's an excellent RV. We're hoping to give it a great new home, and I did a lot of upgrades, a lot of things to it, so we're hoping that somebody can really appreciate some of the work that's been done and some of the period specific stuff that's still there. So without further ado, this is my 1993 Bounder. So we did a full LED light conversion all the way around, from the headlights to the marker lights. Almost every light on this thing is actually LED now. It's got two relatively new, like 2018 Coach batteries. The chassis battery is a little bit older. I think it's a 2015, so it's coming up on replacement time for that. But it still starts and cranks hard, no problem. Up on top, we did two Max Air, well actually I guess technically three Max Air shrouds. One was for one of the vents and two for the AC units. Those are brand new shrouds that we just put on and in amazing condition. All the galley areas have plenty of storage, and again, all the interior lights and exterior lights, almost every single one of those has been converted to LED, and that includes the galley lights. And most of those are, all the galley lights underneath, stowage lights are 6,000 Kelvin, really bright lights. Here in the back, oh, I still have them on. I rigged up some great reverse lighting for this, as well as just campsite lighting. And you can see there that we do have that backup camera that works great without any issue. And then all the way around here on this other side, just a real clean chassis, real clean coach. It did have a little bit of minor cosmetic body damage when we first purchased it, and I've cleaned most of that up, save for just a little bit of fiberglass repair that might need to be done near the front. Now, she's from New Mexico, so there's advantages and disadvantages. Pretty much no rust on this thing, real clean in that department, and everything runs real strong. But there was an issue with, you know, the sun drying out the paint. Here's that little bit of damage you can see here to the fiberglass, and here. Just nothing major, just some little patch, and a little minor paint would take care of that. We had to replace the front bumper because that was torn up, and unfortunately they don't make them new, so this is a used front bumper off of another 1993, but it for the most part matches. It's a little off in color, but not that far off. We also replaced this fender flare that was on this side. Let's see, moving to the inside. So as you can see, the drop down steps work no problem. And let me lock this door into position. And we'll move on in. Again, like I said, very period specific on this coach. So a lot of the stuff that was original to this unit is still here. We still have the same cabinetry. We still have the same CRT televisions. There's even a VHS player in this thing that works and will play good VHS tapes. Aside from that, you can see we made a few little upgrades. I'm a firefighter, so having a good fire extinguisher is worth it for me for this coach, as well as there's a secondary fire extinguisher right here, and a nice first aid kit that'll be going with this. Oh, that's probably got moved to a different spot, but we have a nice little first aid kit as well. I do have the Bounder book with all of the stuff that comes with this originally. All the original paperwork is as well as all the upgraded stuff. We have extra TV remotes and all that good stuff for the TVs. And again, you can see that VHS players right there. And yeah, it actually works and rocks it out. It's pretty interesting. This unit only has 85,000 miles on it, or well, just under 85,000 miles on it. When we got it, it had about 78. And we put a little over 6,500 miles on it, taking it on this trip. It does have the Onan 7 kilowatt generator. And that's fantastic because what that allows it to do is it really allows it to work both ACs. I have the front AC here, and the one in the back we'll be showing you in just a minute. But first, before we leave this front area, I just wanted to show you, this is a gasoline-powered 454 motor on the GM chassis that these would come with, well, the Chevy chassis, I should say, that these would come with. And this 454 purrs like a kitten, starts right over. Granted, I did just start it and run it for a second, but it starts like this pretty much every time. Boom. One-click turn. On a real cold morning, or if it's been sitting for a while, you might have to hold that down for another 5 or 6 seconds, but it's pretty quick. The generator itself only has just under 425 hours on it, and so in actuality, I can kick this on real quick, and boom, that's started up. Generator's running. You can see the little ticker there going off, and nice and quiet. I mean, you can't really hear it in here. In fact, if I shut this off, so the generator is still running. We'll pop outside and take a quick look at that, and then we'll come back in and finish up the interior. It is a super quiet, about 65 decibel generator for a 7,000 watt. That's pretty good. And now you can kind of hear it a little bit better. Oops, sorry for the. There we go. So now you can see there. That's the Onan Marquee 7000 series. You can barely see the 7000 on there. And I just replaced this control board not too long ago, so it actually works great as far as starting it and stopping it. And again, got it off there. We took it for a winter trip, so it's still set to winter. But here we go, real quick. We just. Oh. Oh, let's see. Oh, there we go. Just had to hold it a second or two longer. She hasn't been running about a month or so, almost. Well, actually a couple of months. So, but did a full service on it. Air cleaner, plugs, fuel filter, oil filter. The whole thing has been recently done and installed in about the end of November there. So, all right, let's get back inside and check this bad boy out. And again, all these doors work, all the latches work, the keys work to close every single bit of that and lock it up, so your under stowage is in great condition, locked up and good to go. All right, going back inside. So now you've kind of seen the front portion of this. And again, I'm not sure if you guys got to see that backup camera working, but I'll turn it on so you can kind of see this pop up, and I'm hoping that the Apple phone will hit this display. Well, it doesn't show it exactly right. It's probably clicking along at pretty close to what this phone's refresh rate is, but basically I think I got a good picture or two of it in there where it's kind of working. You can kind of see it. It works really good. I mean, you can see really well during the day, and at night when you turn on those backup lights, man, that makes a huge difference. You can see everything, and it is truly fantastic. So real quick, just a peek inside. Again, like I said, all of these lights have been switched over to LEDs, and I'll give them a quick turn on real quick. So first stage lighting is 2700 Kelvin. It's that warm, nice yellow light that everybody's used to. Second stage inside is the blue 6000 Kelvin, so if you prefer that, and then if you can mix them both if you need to. All of the two-stage lighting in the two-stage lighting in the coach is like that. So you'll have your primary first light is going to be that 27. Your next light's going to be the blue 6000, and that's only on the two-stage lighting. All the single-stage lighting in the coach is that warm 27 Kelvin, just to mimic the old halogen type lighting that was in these things. That's what my wife wanted. She doesn't like the blue Kelvin, the hot blue. It gives her a little bit of a headache, and so that all the hot blue is underneath. Most of the interior is going to be that warm lighting, but any of the dual stage stuff has both as well. Let's see here. The microwave is again the same old original microwave that would have come with this unit, but it works great. No issues there. Same thing with the stove. The stove is the original stove that came on this thing, and I'll tell you what, the stove works well. It also has the auto setting for the pilot right there, so it actually will work really good. Once you get that set up in camp and you just light that up, it's good to go. Does have onboard propane. The propane tank is on the other side, and I've got that sitting at about 3/4 full right now. And then you can see right down here is the gas CO monitor for this. The fridge is this really awesome Dometic fridge that this thing comes with. It worked great. I had ice cold, freezing cold, all kinds of good stuff in here. So I was able to keep my frozens and my colds cold, no problem. It is dual fuel. Or dual source, I guess you could say. So I have, you can see right over here, I have propane and AC, and that even works really good even when plugged into the regular 120. You can see right here that I have my control center, and again, I have it set to rear right now, but basically the great thing about that 7,000K generator is it will run both air conditioning units. So the beauty part is you switch it to front, you can run the rear and the front AC. Off is of course off. Rear is rear only, and there's everything else in here for all your breakers throughout. You got plenty of electrical plugs underneath this thing. It's just they hide them up underneath the cabinetry, so it's kind of interesting. But it's there. Dual heating systems, both run off of gas with an electric fan, but that electric fan is DC, so it can run off of just the batteries if it needs to, so no problems boondocking. And let's see here. In the bathroom, of course, you got your regular little Thetford toilet, which works great, no issues there. Additional storage in the bathtub. Man, you've got a very good sized bathtub here. I don't know if this adequately shows it. A great skylight, but I mean, this bathtub is fantastic. Has about a 6-gallon water heater on here, but what's great is with this fairly low flow shower head, you can actually run that 6-gallon water heater. And when it's on, you can get a nice warm shower throughout most of it. Although I do bucket showers, it still works great. My friend just used it recently, and she said she had a nice warm shower the whole time. So everything works great as far as that goes. And of course, you have your standard sink there. Moving back onto the back, and I don't know if I've emphasized this enough, guys. There is storage everywhere on this thing. You've got all the storage underneath, but you've got all these little cabinets and cubby holes and nooks and crannies. So many great areas to store stuff. If you look down here, you've got all the storage on the side there, over the cabin. You can even store underneath the couch here that actually makes out into a nice little bed. So this will make out into a nice bed here, as well as the kitchen area will drop down and make into a bed. And you have some additional storage underneath the seats here, but it does make into a nice bed when you need it. And so this coach can actually sleep 6, no problem. All right, let's put this back up and head on to the back. Alrighty, so back in the back bedroom area, we've got a nice queen size bed that's right back here, and again, plenty of storage on this side. I'm gonna turn on the lights in here just to make it a little bit brighter there, not much. This main bedroom area, this is the only one of those lights that has the dual. The rest of these duals down here are all filled up with a 27 Kelvin, because that's what my wife wanted. So it's all that nice, warm, yellowish, halogen similar lighting. You have individual storage in here that works like kind of like hanging storage, as well as back here on the opposite side, you have a fairly big closet right there next to the bathroom, and you have the secondary heater that's right here, as well as the CRT TV that you can see right there, and it works great. It'll actually has a feed all the way back to the front to there, so you can actually get the VHS tapes that you're watching or whatever, as well as the antenna. It's good to go. So the bed itself is actually pretty nice. I'm not sure if this topper is going to be going with it. It's just a super twin topper. I think we might try to find a queen one or something if we can. And then there's actually under the bed storage as well that works out quite well and gives you plenty of storage. So a lot of storage options on these things. And again, you have the air conditioner back here that will keep this back area nice and cool. And you do have a door here to shut if you wanted to. Have about 3 different skylights in this thing, in this coach. We have one in the bathroom, one here just by the entry to the master bedroom, and then we have the regular Dometic with the built-in fan, so you can actually pull out all that hot air for that nice mountain camping. Open up these windows, and just let the breeze ride in. All of these windows do open on this thing, and then a lot of it, again, like I said, is just very period specific on some of this window treatment. There's a few of them that need to be either repaired, but all of it could probably use to be replaced. And guys, I apologize that we've had some pretty good monsoonal rains this year, so the exterior of this does not look as good as it probably could. Now, this coach is going to come with a couple of different things. It'll have a lot of the safety stuff that I originally purchased for. It's going to have your sewage hose. It's going to have some extra stuff for changing your own tires, and some of that other stuff has leveling blocks. I did put in it did not come with a leveling setup itself, so I put in an aftermarket set of scissor jacks on this just to be able to kind of stabilize a little bit more when you get on site. All that stuff's going to come with it. No issues there. But you're also going to get a 6-month transferable warranty that I have from the individuals that redid the roof. So you can see in here, I don't know if you've seen throughout the whole video, but there is absolutely no leaks or penetrations into this roof from water. So I mean, if I go the distance here, you can see there's no staining, none of that, even all the way back into the bedrooms. Which again, it is a little dark, so it's kind of hard to tell, but guys, this unit is clean. It has never had a leak into it. And so one of the things that I did on purpose was I redid the exterior coating on this roof, had that done, and then the manufacturer that I purchased it from here in Albuquerque, I convinced them to go ahead and give me a 6-month extended warranty on that is transferable to new ownership. So she's going to be going up for sale here pretty soon, and going to be a great coach for somebody. It's in excellent condition, no issues, and just a real beauty of a vehicle. So thanks a lot. Thank you for looking. Hope you have a lovely day.